I'm excited to share with you this week an idea that will make you more money as a private investigator. If you're a process server just running a process serving business, this will help you too. This will help you with any business, but specifically I want to talk to those of us who do the security and investigations world. Hi, this is Larry K with shadowanyone.com. I got the website training. Check that stuff out. Here's what I got for you today, and this is exciting to me because we're coming to the end of the year, so the new year is a great fresh start for this idea. However, whenever you're watching this, it could be the end of the month or the quarter. Try this. You can start this really quickly any time of the year, and it's going to make you more money. I'm not entirely sure why this works. I think I know why it works, but I'm going to share a little bit with you about it. And then I think it's going to become more clear. What I'm going to talk about here is your profit and loss statement, tracking the money coming in and the money going out. This will sound super scary or hard or stupid or boring. We can make it look really bad if we want. Here's a profit and loss statement. This is the IRS Schedule C, which if you're running a business, you got to fill out every year anyways, or your tax professional's got to fill out. And sure, this can look like a scary form with a bunch of lines. I mean, it's a federal government thing. But I'm going to show you a simpler way to handle this on a month-to-month basis. And the reason this works really is because the things that we record, we improve upon. And so looking at your profit and loss statement every 30 days, just so vital. So this can be done much more simply. Take a look at this. Much less scary. It's just a form you could print out. You can write in by hand if you want. I don't do anything terribly fancy every month myself, but I do go in and basically just a text document and fill it out. And then I go in at the end of the year, and I have 12 of these, and I'm able to add up pretty quickly the money that I took in and the money that I spent. But it's looking at it every month. That's what makes you more money. It's crazy, but it works, and it's super simple. And the fact of the matter is, you got to do this anyways. You're not doing ninth grade homework that you can put off when you're riding a bus to school. This is something that's you're grown up, real world, real life, real money, and the payoff for you is huge. So let's just take a quick look through this form and what it's about. Really, you're talking about a profit and loss statement. You're looking at the money comes in versus the money that comes out for your business for the month ending, whatever. That's all there is to it. Your business income. For you, that could be one line, as simple as one line. How much money did you take in? You can look at your bank statement at the end of the month for the deposits. You should have a separate bank account just for your business, vitally important. And just add up those deposits, the money that went in, and you're going to have your income for the month. If you have it coming from a couple different ways, if some people are paying you through a credit card processor and some people are paying you through an online card processor, some people are writing you checks, then even then your bank account, your business bank account should have all of those deposits there for you. If you want, you can break this line down a little bit more. It's not necessary at this point, just starting out. But you might be interested in seeing what money came in from, say, process serving, what money came in from background checks, what money came in from skip tracing, surveillances, those types of things. But really just get your bottom line number, how much money came in this month. Simplest math problem on the whole form, and none of this math is difficult. Add and subtract, basically. But you take your income that you had come in, and that's your total income for the month. Here's where you're going to start making and saving more money in a real sense, is coming down here to your expenses, and you're going to look every month where this came from. And again, you're going to sit down with your bank statement and go through it line by line. What is this first thing for? Oh, this is where I boosted a post on some social media. I paid for that. You put that number in here. I'll just look down through my bank statement for the month and look for all of those types of things. Now, I don't pay to boost social media, but whatever your advertising type cost might be, credit card fees. Again, thank God I don't have any debt. That's out of the budget for me, so this line would be zero. Equipment rental and leasing. This is amazing. Don't miss this. You don't have to buy every single thing that you think you need. You can lease equipment, rent equipment, even video cameras. If you're just struggling and you can't come up with, say, $500 for a decent camera, maybe you can rent one from someplace for just $35 a day or something like that. What a wonderful savings that is. And again, it saves you off this stupid credit card debt. A $500 camera on your credit card, yeah, you're only going to pay $8 a month minimum payment on that, but you're going to pay it for the rest of your life. Honestly, your grandchildren are going to incur that debt. Don't do it. Just buy what you need with money that you save for it. In the meantime, maybe rental is the right answer for you. Insurance expenses down here. Most of us, well, no, you can pay that monthly. Pay it by the month. You know that there's an annual number, therefore you can get a discount if you pay it annually. But if you pay it by the month, put it in there. Definitely, if you're doing this not for tax purposes, but you just want to get a feel for what it costs you every month, fill one of these out and break down your annual expenses month by month. So if you're renting a private mailbox and that costs you whatever it costs $300 a year or whatever it is, you can go and you can put in here $25 a month. Sometimes it's very helpful to have one of these hypothetically, just to see what you really are spending every month, how much you need to be taking in, because those annual expenses can surprise you, or the things you pay every 3 months, maybe estimated quarterly taxes, that type of thing. But for our purposes, what I'm talking about here is filling this out for real every month. And so what did you have to pay for insurance this month? That goes in there. A license and permits, again, most of us are required to have a license by the state. Whatever that cost might be, $240 a year for you. Break it down by month if you have to fill that in. Office supplies and expenses, really watch this. You can trick yourself into thinking that you need a lot more than you do, and you don't. Postage and delivery, this is one that gets me, but not so much because of private investigations, but because I have courses and materials that I actually mail out to people. So again, here's how you do it. You look at your bank statement and you go line by line, and here, this thing went out for $5, this thing went out for $8, this thing went out for $4. You add it up and there's your monthly expense, goes over on the line there. Rent and office space, again, however you want to do it, you should probably be working from home starting out. Again, these kind of simple basic things. You don't need an office. If you want, include your private mailbox there in the rent category. Your tax professional, let him or her know that's not truly renting real estate type space, but have that in there. Supplies, materials, and expenses, travel and entertainment. You better not have any entertainment in your. I just can't imagine. Maybe you're taking somebody out to dinner, a new client, something like that. When I would hire investigators, bring them on, I would buy them lunch and spend a good 45 minutes or an hour talking with them. Maybe arguably you could put that under entertainment, but not so much in my view. Utility expenses, you're paying for cable and whatnot, vehicle expenses, you're going to have insurance that you pay monthly. I hope you don't have a vehicle payment, but if you do, that's got to go in there. Now, how much of this is personal and how much of this is business? You're going to have to figure out. Your tax professional is going to help you with that a little bit. But other things that you're going to see in here are these other business expenses unique to private investigators, for example, and things are. But your database services are going to go in here if you got private database services that you do. Maybe if you're down at the courthouse a lot, you're going to want to have parking type things. Maybe that's something that you just, I end up paying $6 3 or 4 times a week to run down to the courthouse and park down there. Other business expenses are going to go in here. You know what your expenses are. Don't miss anything. And then you're going to get total operating expenses. This is the real number of what it cost you that month to be in business. You subtract your expenses from your income, and you're going to get a number, a profit. If it's a positive number, if it's a negative number, you've got a loss. This is something that your tax professional can help you with, and it can help offset your tax burden, but that you can't go with that loss over and over again. You have to turn a profit in order to stay in business. So there's what you do. What money did you bring in? How much money did you spend? And there's your profit or loss. And when you start seeing this, man, it changes everything. You'll start controlling your expenses and realize I don't need to buy as much stuff as I'm buying or spend the money that I'm spending. And especially watch out, bonus tip here for you, the just in case expenses. Well, just in case somebody calls me for this, I better have a tracking device. Just in case somebody calls me for this or that, I better have this other thing, this access to this database. Nah. Probably not going to be, don't have a lot of hypothetical expenses on there just in case. Look at the real world of what you're doing and get that number to profit every single month. Remember that the number we're talking about here, you're still going to have to pay taxes on. I've got another video on that. I don't want you to miss it. But this number is not really the number you get to keep. There's about 15.3% self-employment tax on there. And then you're probably going to end up paying income tax on what's left over as well. Really quickly, benefit to this, no matter what you're doing, is at the end of the year, let's go back and look at that Schedule C. The lines here on your Schedule C are going to fill out very nicely when you look at that monthly accounting that you've been doing, keeping track of your profit and loss statement. You just lay out those 12 sheets for each month. You add up each category, and you'll know how much did I spend in travel, how much did I spend in advertising, how much did I spend on vehicle expenses. You'll have that number. You just add up those lines every month for the year, and that's going to have you fill out your Schedule C. It's going to be a piece of cake then. Your tax professional will love you for it. I do have a new book coming out soon on making money as a private investigator. I don't have a link or anything for you now, but if you go over to my Amazon author page, go over to Amazon and search for me or 51 Dirty Tricks that bad guys really hate, you'll find my stuff. And pretty soon, hopefully, we'll have right over here that next book for you, which is going to be all about making money as a private investigator. In the meantime, this is Larry K with ShadowAnyone.com. Remember, do the right thing, even if it's the hard thing.